Hello everyone, and welcome to video number 2 of the Arena Zendikar Rising videos. This is not a draft and craft, but a brew and brew. I need a better name. Give me a comment for one. And today, it's Wild Gravity, which is by the Bad Co. again, which is brewing and distilling, if you wondered what that stood for, and it's a cheeky IPA. We're also going to be doing a sealed again. We did a sealed in the last video. We're going to do another sealed. I shan't spoil it. If you've not seen it, go and watch it now, because I'm going to be referring to it no doubt in this video because there's a lot of new cards. So please make sure that you like the video and subscribe, as I need that. I really do. If you've not seen the last video, go and watch it. But if you have, I'll give you 2 seconds. 2, 1. It wasn't great. I think we ended up getting 4 wins. It might only have been 3 wins. But we're going to drown our sorrows with this Wild Gravity, which is everything an IPA lover desires. Delicious and hoppy with a lingering bitter aftertaste of citrus fruits. Oh yes, that is everything that I desire. Oh, lovely. 5.2%. Can't argue with it. And we're going to do another one of these. So we ended up losing 700 gems. That's how I look at it. But we gained a lot of experiences together, didn't we? Another swamp. Excellent. We didn't want anything other than a swamp. So we went Gruel last time. It'd be great to not go Gruel again, but we'll see what the cards suggest. Okie dokie. So we're going to start off with an elemental. Oh yes, green-white, Yasharn, Implacable Earth, 2 green-white. It's an elemental. It's a 4/4 for 4, fine. When Yasharn enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic forest and a basic plains, reveal those cards and put them in your hand. Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Not sure how important that is, that last ability is, but this guy basically lands, and we get lands. Lands with lands. Okay. Now, this unfortunately is a great card. When a land enters the battlefield, sorry, it's Scute Swarm. It's a cute swarm, would be Scute. 3 mana for a 1/1 insect. With landfall, when a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of Scute Swarm. Yeah. Early game gets you 1/1s, late game gets you 1/1s, and more 1/1s like there's no tomorrow. Wayward Guide Beast. Trample Haste. It's a 2/2 for 1 with Trample and Haste. When it deals combat damage to a player, return a land you control to its owner's hand. I understand there's a lot of debate about this card. If it is turn 1, then it sends the mountain back into your hand, which means you're never going to be able to play any more lands. It's either the best card ever or, as some people say, unplayable. So, debatable. Late game, it's a 2/2 for 2 that you play. It has haste. It's great for your landfall deck, so I'm not hugely worried about it. Okay, we've got Coral Helm Chronicler. It's a 2/2 for 3, Murfolk Wizard. Whenever you cast a kicked spell, draw a card, then discard a card. When Coral Helm Chronicler enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a card with the kicker ability from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, so it's Kicker Tribal. Cool. Valakut Exploration. 3 mana. Enchantment. Landfall. When a land enters your battlefield under your control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. At the beginning of your end step, if there are cards exiled, put them into their owner's graveyard. And then Valakut Exploration deals that much damage to each opponent. And then Inscription of Insight. 3 and blue, and 2 and 2 blues. Choose one. If the spell was kicked, choose any number instead. Return up to 2 creatures in his hands, scry 2, draw 2, and target player creates an XX blue illusion where X is the number of cards in their hand. Okay, so we've either got Gruul Landfall again, or we've got blue Answer on a Postcard Kicker. Here we go. This is going to be where we decide on what will actually win us what we noticed, just to say, what we learned from the last. If you haven't watched it again, you'll know it wasn't the best performance, but you know. The aggro aspect is not hugely prevalent, and it wasn't necessarily a huge deal. There was one game that we ran over somebody, but we had like kind of perfect, and they really didn't do a huge amount. Creature destruction is going to be important because there's a couple of points where creatures really slowed us down, and combat tricks actually became quite interesting in one of the games, so we need to keep an eye out. Choose target, so 1 mana, practice tactics. Choose target creature, attacking or blocking creature, deals damage equal to twice the number of creatures in your party. Okay, so party tribal, which we've not got any rares in, but you know. It's another 1 mana instant, 2/2 for a creature. If it's a warrior, you can attach an equipment. Okay, equipment if that's heavy. In fact, hold on everyone. Let's have a look here. We've got a 2/3 Marasa Rootgrazer. You put a basic land from your hand onto the battlefield, return basic land you own to its owner's hand. Oh dear. So basically we've got a load of really good landfall cards again. That's annoying. Well, let's have a look at Kicker, because Kicker was the only other option. So 2 mana, creatures you control get +1/+1. Or for 4 mana, +2/+1. Okay. A 2/2 for 2 with Vigilance. Good. Has lifelink as long as you have another cleric. I like the card. If you remember in the last draft, or last set, there was the Pooch, the white Pooch 2/2 for 2 that had Vigilance. It was a great card. Stable card in sort of Boros, etc. So this is Vigilance with another upside. We've got a 1/1 for 2 with double strike. Equipped warriors, sorry, also have double strike. Okay, so we've got equipment, a bit of party synergy maybe. Okay, we've seen the links. I don't like pressure point. Target creature you control gains protection from the colour of your choice. Not bad for 2. If you remember, there was a card with 2 mana instant protection, but it also gave you a 1/1. So I don't hate that card at all. Okay, flying. When it ends the battlefield, you may return a land to its owner's hand. Okay, so another landfall card. That's annoying. Another landfall card, and we've got 2 of them. Is everyone going to hate me if I go landfall again? Will you hate me? Would you do something different just on the like 6 cards we've seen? Because we've got 2 of those, and I think that's a great card. I mean, it's a great card in probably any deck, but based on the fact that it's a 2/3 Vigilance that becomes basically a 3/4 Vigilance almost immediately. Smite the Monstrous, a 4 mana destroy target creature with 4 power 4 or greater. So in the games we've played, that wouldn't necessarily kill a lot, because we've seen the big crab and we've seen a couple of other things that were annoying but not necessarily, like flyers and the like. So there's sorcery creatures you control get +2/+2. Okay, so we're on to that. I don't mind that card. I mean, it's an on-turn counter for 1. Has to be non-creature, and it is somewhat conditional versus potentially other things like negate, which is the same thing but for an extra 1 mana. Counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless the controller pays 2. Or if they've got 8 cards in their graveyard, straight counter. I think milling is definitely somewhat of an option. So, I mean, we've got four counter spells. You know? Don't like Deliberate, but it may fall in. Okay, more landfall, but this time in blue. It's a defender. Okay, so it's a 3/2 defender that can attack if you play a land. So far in blue, no kickers. First kicker, so it's 2 of these, draw 2 cards or draw 3. It's not the greatest card. Another kicker tribal, don't mind that. Okay. We've got the old wizard tribal, which at the moment we've got 1 wizard. And then we've got the... Look at the top X cards, where X is 3 plus the number of creatures in your party. Put 3 in your hand and the rest on the bottom of the library. Okay, so blue is not the greatest. I'm going to be honest with you again. So we've got this guy which destroys something. Okay. Death Touch if you have a rogue. 2/2 for 2. A couple of those. Okay. Lose life, gain life. 3 mana Menace. 2/3. With a mill sub-theme. A 3/1 that makes players discard. And that's another rogue, so that kind of works. That's it, really. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Target opponent discards 2 cards and mills a card. When it enters, they mill 2 cards. Okay, so the opposite of the other one, which is 3 or less destruction. For 3 mana, quite hefty. That's the old put 2 in your hand, 2 in the bottom of your library, and lose 2 life. That's a Vampire Warrior. Skyclave Shadowcat we've not seen, so pay 2, sacrifice another creature, put a 1/1 counter. And then it can potentially sacrifice itself. Oh no, it can't sacrifice itself, it has to be another creature, that's annoying. But it replaces itself as long as it sacrifices another creature. I'm really not seeing a lot, guys. That did some work for us last turn. I think we're going to end up going... I don't know the tricolour for white, green, red, but I felt Akum Hellhound was very good. 2 in attack, target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked. Okay. We've seen him, we've seen her, we've seen him. We've seen that. And that. It deals 4 damage to target creature that block this turn. I'm not sure I like that card. Okay, so it enters and you can add a load of mana depending on how many you've got in your party. Warrior specific. Not sure about that instant. Gain control of creature until end of turn, untap it against haste. Yeah, classic, but it's 5 mana sorcery. Okay, we've got 3 of these. So it deals 4 damage for 5 mana, and then to the controller. Top 5 cards of your library, get a creature card, put the rest on the bottom of your library, or draw a card. Okay. Okay, kicked. So it's a 2/2 for 2 or a 4/4 trample for 5. Classic Rabid Bite. Pull something out of your graveyard. 3/3 for 3, 2 of them. That's a good card. Well, I don't know if you can necessarily judge me, but if we're being honest, This is how I'm feeling right now. I felt like that did some work for us last time. In fact, how many clerics have we got? Probably none. So we've got a cleric, a wizard, a warrior. That's it. A cleric, a wizard, a warrior. And how do we feel about that? Do I mind if I class these as lands? What other fake lands do we have? So, number of creatures in our party, the most it could be is not enough. Okay. So top end is quite low, but I think we're there. Although I do like that. This guy is kind of a top end. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 lands. Would I rather deal 4 damage for 5? So what's my damage dealing potential? We could kill a creature. Is that draw a card good enough? I don't know if it's good enough. I think I'd rather go there. Yep, okay. Hold on. I don't know the name for red, green, white, but Yashan seems to be kind of driving this one, and Murasa. Yasharasa. I think that kind of does it. Well, we haven't got a lot to live up to. We do have a lovely alcoholic beverage though. So we're 5 minutes quicker than we were last time. Kotohu. 2, 3, 4. All our colours. Yep. Lovely. Let's see what they do. Okay, bit of life gain, 1/4. So it exiles a card, and then we deal 1 damage to them. And they're white-black, which is good. I'd like to see what the Orzhov cards look like. Okay, we're going to mill 2 cards. Rabid Bite, that's fine. Interesting, it's a flash flyer. So I'm going to decline that on the basis that I'd rather have my mana out. Both going to draw a card, that's fine. So they've got a bit of life gain, which is annoying, but fine. Okay, and they've got the lifelink. Okay, so they've got some cleric synergy going on. Okay, so now we get into like the kind of, how do we do this? So we get Felidar out. We've got Royal Eruption to sort out. Probably the 3/3. That's going to be annoying, but not next turn. I'm not sure we've got a lot to really buff this Blade Master up, which is kind of annoying because it's kind of what you'd want. Was that me being really stupid? And did it just gain... They just gained 10 life, didn't they? Because I double striked it. What an idiot. What an idiot. Okay, so... We're interested to see if they double block it or triple block it. Yeah. I'm happy to see that go, really. You know, I'm on 19 life. I don't feel in a bad state. And, you know, this 30 life that they have is inconsequential when we get down to it. Return a card from your graveyard to your hand, which will return. We'll probably just return the Felidar. We might not now. At this point, I think we are... It would be a shame not to get the most out of this card. They don't really have a lot of life gain payoff cards, other than obviously... So I've got 4 damage in hand, basically. And I'll be able to tap this to... Okay. So I can just pull a creature out of my graveyard if they want. Or if I want. Well, I may have... I thought it was on my side. Well, I feel like a bit of an idiot now, don't I? That's a great card. I couldn't feel more foolish if I tried. To make matters worse as well, I absolutely got rid of that as well, didn't I? What an... So anyone who's just screaming at home, like, I completely understand. I feel like what can only be described as a fool. Because I don't think I can actually kill them. if I knew what I was doing... Everyone, look, we make mistakes. We drink beer and we forget how to play Magic, and then we just don't even speak to you this whole time. Well, it's been half an hour of fun. I would be surprised if anyone's still watching this after my staring at the screen like an idiot. So hopefully, anyone who is still about, who obviously isn't here for my lightning fast wit and entertaining spiel, let's just chill out. Let's relax. Play it cool. Have a beer. And just remember, everything's going to be okay. Okay, that's great. What a great decision that was as well. Ah. Matchy. Although obviously number one, they're going to have more lands out quicker than I am, and okay. That's a good card, isn't it? Okay. So we are right on the back foot. That's a lovely little card, that one. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking we stop the 3 damage. They might play it out of their graveyard. They're not going to. Interesting. Okay, so no lands is not ideal. Yeah, okay. So I think we've lost the game. Oh, wow. Wowie kazowie. So, so that's two games to nil. Now, I don't normally want to do this, but I'm going to do this on this occasion. I'm going to tweak the deck because I don't think it's good enough. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I don't think it's good enough. And it may even be well, I know it's painful to do that, but hold on. Okay. It's been a long time since I've gone 0-3. If it means I learned something, then that's what we do. But before we even get to that game, we've got a little cheeky Boston Tea Party. Another bad co. I'm not even going to acknowledge that hand yet. It is a hazed New England Pale Ale. An unfiltered, naturally hazy New England style Pale Ale that boasts big, juicy hoppiness with a smooth, soft mouthfeel and low bitterness. Lovely. Very fruity. Almost like pineapple juice. It's 5.8%, so it's certainly not a small amount. So we're not doing anything for the first couple of turns. Or are we? We just need... We just need a land that isn't that land. That's for sure. Are they going to counter that? I'm going to say. I don't mind a 2-3... a 2-3 Vigilance anyway. For 2 mana. That's a shame. It did 2 damage, I can't argue. Do I think we're going to cobble together a win here? If they're playing Dimir Annoyance, then no. So far they've destroyed a creature. Oh, they've got one of the rare lands, one of the nice dual colour. It's Vigilance, so we let them attack this turn, we take 4 damage, and then we grow to be a 4-5 next turn, which is more difficult for them to deal with. They could bounce it, which would be annoying, but it is what it is. For 5 mana, Mm-hmm. It's an instant speed spell, so I'm not overly worried about it. Okay, so it's 2 rogues. That costs 1 less. It can't be blocked, but it is what it is. They're on half-life. Okay. Yeah, so we lost the vigilance, but we've still got our trample landfall cat. Okay, scry 2. 2 to the bottom, that's good. Yep, okay. Happy to take 2, that's fine. I think yeah, we're getting mighty close. They're going to really have to think about this. It's fine. That's fine. This definitely becomes trickier, but still doable. Because they can't attack with their flyer. I mean, they've got something that they can do to make 9, then I'll struggle from here to... Oh. Well, everyone, there you go. It took 45 minutes, and we went 0-3. We got greedy. We tried Landfall again. I think this is the first recorded video. I don't just put up the videos that are all fun and games. We will open all these packs just because we can. We want to see what we get. Good card. Okay. But hey, it's oh nice. The MDF lands are really cool. It isn't as simple as bashing cards together and winning every game. So don't be disheartened if you go to a sealed in real life eventually, or you you're doing a sealed at home. Because look what happens. It's not a problem. It is what it is. We had to lose something at some point. So look, thank you very much, guys. Cheer me up. Give me some support. Throw me a like. I'd love you for it. And tune in for another one. Whether there might even be another one today, which may well come out soon. I might leave it because my computer is clearly malfunctioning, hence why I lost those games. But anyway, thank you guys so much for your support. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one.